it's never easy to just share stuff and put yourself out there. But you know what? I I feel like I have to share this one because I've been on a very, how do I put this? I've been on a very interesting journey the last few years. And if you're new to my page, you probably don't know my story. And I'm just gonna share and make this super nice, short, nice and sweet. What did I just say? But hope that makes sense. I was I was bullied when I was a kid, and that kind of stuff is just so crazy because I think about it now and it all makes so much sense. But anyway, I was bullied and things happened. I went through stuff. And let me know in the comments if you know anybody that's been bullied or if you've been in that situation, because it's like insane, right? We don't think about how trauma affects humans, but it does. It's such a crazy thing. But anyway, I was bullied and I ended up with an eating disorder. I had anorexia, and I'm grateful because I'm here now and I can talk about this without having any weird attached feelings or emotions about it, because in the past, when I talked about it, it made me really sad. But now what, I'm healed, I'm here, I'm grateful, and it has it's all going to make sense. It's just been a beautiful journey because the stuff that I went through with my anorexia led me to fitness. I keep saying, I say it and it seems like a joke, but fitness literally saved my life. I came across a DVD years ago, and it was I think it was a Tai Chi video, and I started doing that, and then I fell in love with Pilates, and then other things started happening, and those things really, I started really paying attention to my body and healing my relationship with food and all the things and the abuse that I was doing to my body. Just fitness, just being able to move my body and being able to see what my body is capable of was just incredible, and I'm super grateful for that. And over the years, I feel like this year in particular has been, I've done a 360 where I am really focused on healing, because as I said, when you go through trauma, you don't understand how sometimes you try. I hate using that word try, because we don't try, we do, right? But when you go through trauma, there are things that you tend to do and you don't understand why you keep doing these things. And over the last few months, as I said, I've been able to really dive deep into meditation and do some healing, sound healing, and lots of things where I've been able to just let go and heal from the past, from things that I've gone through when I was young, because those things, if you don't know, that kind of stuff stays with you, and it causes you to have all these shins and dysfunctional things that, as I said, you won't understand until you start doing the work on yourself and being okay with saying, I'm done with this. Because if you don't decide that you're done with the abuse, if you don't decide that you're done with all the stuff, that it's me, it was starving myself and not eating, because at the time I felt like that was the only thing that I could control, because I felt like my life was a mess. If you don't decide to be like, if you don't get to a point where your life is enough, it's always gonna hang with you. You're always gonna hang onto that stuff. You're always going to have a dysfunctional relationship, with your food, a dysfunctional relationship with your body. It's all connected. It's all connected, because living here in North America, I see people go on a diet all the time. Everybody's always dieting. People diet, and then they do a diet for like whatever long it takes, and then they stop and they don't go through with it because you're so used to, not just in North America, like all over the world, you're so used to like quick fixes and not really get into the root cause of the problem and seeing what the deal is. Like for me, as I said, I was bullied, and then all these things added up, and then I just and then it was just all crazy, all crazy. And as I was saying, I'm super grateful that I am where I am right now, and really embracing healing and digging deep and meditation and being mindful, and not constantly obsessing about weighing myself and calories and all these things. I mean, they're all, like if you think about it, if you are constantly counting calories or how many steps, like looking at your watch. I don't have any of those devices, but looking at and it's just my personal choice, but constantly looking at your Apple Watch or your, what's the other one, Fitbit, and see how many steps you've taken every day, and you're forgetting to be present while you're out there, then you're addicted, right? If you're constantly thinking about food, or thinking about worrying about, oh my gosh, like this thing has so many calories, and not focused on life and enjoying life, then you have a problem. And it's not to say there's like you're a horrible person. It's just that you have to decide to get to a point where you're like, what, enough is enough. Like, there's more to life than living this way, right? Because it's true, there is more to life than always counting calories and always obsessing about, oh my gosh, like I have to suck my stomach in, or like this and that. Like all the things that we do as females. But anyway, these are all the things that, like I said, I've realized along the way, and I'm super grateful that now I'm like, what, screw that. Live I'm going to live my life the way that it makes sense to me. If I'm hungry, I'm going to eat, and that's okay, right? And if I feel like ice cream, which I did yesterday, I ate ice cream, and I'm not going to have any emotions attached to that, right? Because like, society and diet culture has conditioned us, or brainwashed us to always think that we have to label food and be like, oh, this food is good for you, this is bad for you, you shouldn't eat. I mean, it's wild. And as I said, this is what my struggles, which were blessing with an eating disorder, has really made me realize. Because at the time I wasn't aware, or I didn't know why I was going through all the things that I went through. And I'm super grateful, because now I can be like, what, screw it, I'm gonna live life the way that it makes sense to me. But anyway, I gotta go because I have things to do. But that's what I wanted to share with you, that that is how I live, and it's beautiful. It's less stress. It's overwhelming. I mean, it's not overwhelming. I'm present. I'm present. I'm mindful. I'm really focused. I'm not obsessing about going for working out. I go and exercise because I love exercising, and I love how my body feels. And I'm not exercising because I need to lose 10 pounds. Because, whenever I talk to people that are come into my coaching programs, I ask them what your goal is. They all want to lose weight. And I'm like, what happens after you lose the weight, right? You lose the weight and then you give up, and you don't get to enjoy all the benefits that come with with moving your body, joyful movement, right? Because that's what it is, like moving your body. So I have a 5-year-old, like I'm in my 40s, I have a 5-year-old. Oh my gosh, Lord help me. But I move my body because I want to be able to still chase my son, right? I don't want to be out of breath when I chase my son. I don't want to be out of breath when I'm walking up and down the stairs, right? Those are the things that, like I said, diet culture will tell you, lose weight so you can fit into your this and that. Okay, I gotta go. But anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you. If you want if you're watching this video and you want positive community where you feel like you are awesome, because you are amazing. You know, you are amazing, you're beautiful, and this is a female only community. If you want that, you're like, you know, I want that community. I have a free Facebook group, and you can send me a message, or I can put the link in the comments, and I'd love to have you in here, because it's time we said, you know what, enough is enough with this BS. But anyway, I gotta go. Thanks for watching.